Square numbers is the second most common pattern when it comes to pattern questions. You can think of square numbers by thinking about the area of squares. To find the area of a 1 cm square, you take 1 times 1, which gives you 1 squared centimeter. So 1 is a square number. To find the area of a 2 cm square, you take 2 times 2, which gives you 4 squared centimeters. So 4 is a square number, and 2 is called the square root of 4. To find the area of a 3 cm square, you take 3 times 3, which gives you 9 squared centimeters. So 9 is a square number, and 3 is the square roots of 9. 16, 25, 36, and so on are also square numbers. So how do you identify a square number pattern? You will just have to try. Let's take the first number 9. 1 times 1 gives us 1. 2 times 2 gives us 4. 3 times 3 gives us 9. So 9 is a square number. For 16, we do the same thing. 1 times 1 gives us 1. 2 times 2 gives us 4. 3 times 3 gives us 9. 4 times 4 gives us 16. So 16 is a square number. Seems like a tedious process, but with more practice, these numbers become very familiar and you probably won't have to go down the list starting from 1. For example, is 111 a square number? I'm not going to start from 1 because 111 is so big. So I'll just jump straight to 5 and test. 5 times 5 equals 25, so it's still a lot bigger. 9 times 9 equals 81, which is quite a bit closer, so I'm just going to try the next few numbers. 10 times 10 equals 100. 11 times 11 equals 121. You can see that 111 is in between 100 and 121, so it's not a square number. That's how you can speed up the process with more practice. Once you've identified that this is a square number pattern, write down the products of the square roots. Basically, 3 times 3 gives us 9, so write down 3 times 3. 4 times 4 gives us 16, so write down 4 times 4, and so on. Next, we find a link between the square roots and the pattern number. There are usually only two ways to consider, multiply or add. Let's try multiplying. 1 times 3 gives us 3, 2 times 2 gives us 4, and you can't get to 5 from 3 by multiplying. So there's no link using multiplication. Let's try adding. 1 plus 2 gives us 3, 2 plus 2 gives us 4, 3 plus 2 gives us 5. So we have a winner. We can now see that to get the term, we just take the pattern number plus 2 to get the square root first, and then we multiply that by itself to get the term. So for pattern 12, we take 12 plus 2 to get 14, and 14 times 14 to get 196. We also need to know how to identify the pattern number if we are given the term. To find the pattern number for 256, we first find the square roots. Let's start from 10. 10 times 10 equals 100, so that's pretty far off. Let's try 18. 18 times 18 gives us 324, which is too big. So let's try a smaller number like 16. 16 times 16 gives us 256. So we know that the square root of 256 is 16. Of course, if you have a calculator, just use the square root function. Next, we take 16 minus 2 to get a pattern number, which is 14. Understanding how to solve this question is not nearly enough. You need a lot of practice. It's just common sense. It might seem like a hard question now, but practice it enough times and you'll be able to solve it with your eyes closed. But where are you going to get enough examples to practice? Spiderweb Math is a website that I've created for my students which regenerates the same questions over and over again and is automatically marked. This way, you can just focus on getting the repetitions in. If you found this video useful, do consider subscribing to this channel and liking this video.